So I've already done one of the Quattro Sports games, which was Italian 90, which certainly had some problems, and you could probably guess why it was bundled into this 4-piece set. And well, let's go and do another one. I think this cycling game is worth a mention, if only for a little while. There's a simulator game for virtually everything these days. Some of them are good, and some of them are like BMX Simulator. Now, I received this game in a 4-pack called Quattro Sports. I don't know if it was available separately, but I would hope that it was a budget release and that nobody bought this for full price. It was originally produced for the Commodore 64 by Codemasters and the Oliver twins, who would go on to make the Dizzy games. The twins also made the ports for the Amstrad and the Spectrum. It would later come out for the Amiga, Atari 8-bit family, the MSX, as well as this Atari ST version. BMX Simulator is a 1 to 2 player overhead racer where you control a cycle over a series of racetracks, where the simple objective is to beat your opponent in a one-on-one race. As with standard BMX dirt tracks, there are banks, jumps, and hazards all over the course. One nice feature is that it has a replay mode, which allows you to relish in your victory. However, if you played this game, then you probably wouldn't want to replay it. I know what they were going for here. They were going for a sort of super off-road style of game, and that's all well and good, and games of that genre do play very well on this system. Super Sprint, for instance, is a very, very good game, but this one just doesn't work. Graphically, the sprites are small. There's no scrolling on the track, and so therefore it takes up the full screen. Therefore, this results in a definite lack of detail. It just looks rather bland. There's also so very little in the way of presentation throughout the game, with only a few sound effects and a complete lack of music. Well, in game that is. But the visuals aren't the worst part of the game. I don't know how you can call this a BMX simulator. I never once did think of this as being an accurate representation of how a BMX cycle feels. To move forwards, you have to hold down the fire button on the joystick, and turn by pressing left and right. But it's so stiff in the turning that more often than not you'll crash into the scenery. There are numerous collision detection problems with the environment, and sometimes thinking that you have enough space to get past only for your rider to frustratingly fall off his bike. It also doesn't help that your CPU rival never seems to have any problems. Plus, if you come into contact with him, such as if he goes straight through you from behind, he doesn't get penalised at all. You get knocked off your bike and he carries on as if he was just swatting a fly. Oh, and just to add to one little bit with the collision detection, if you do get hit, your rider, for some reason, always seems to be pointing the wrong direction. So you slowly have to turn yourself around like you're on a turnstile or something. Overall, in case you haven't guessed already, BMX Simulator is not a good simulator. It just plays terribly and it's just not that fun. I know the specky version tends to get a bit of praise, and I would hope that this is just a case of a bad port, but I just can't stand this one. So anyway, let's get on with the game, I guess. I'm trying to get as far as I can. I've never been able to complete this one because I just don't like it. So anyway, let's get on with it.